everyone, welcome back to the Planet Pearl YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Pearlin and I live in Christchurch, New Zealand with my family. And today I'm packing for something really special. I'm heading to Dunedin for the Unwind Yarn Retreat, and it's a 3-day retreat with, and it's going to be filled with talks and yarn and time to just sit and knit, and I cannot wait. The last time I went to Unwind was back in 2016, if I'm right. I cannot remember correctly, but I guess 2016. And I was just starting out knitting then. I didn't really know what I was doing. And I remember walking into the retreat and being completely overwhelmed, both in a good way and a not so good way. All those indie dyers, all those colors, it felt like I was stepping into a completely different world, and I didn't know a soul, and I felt a little out of place as well. And now, almost 10 years later, I'm going again, but this time as someone who knits regularly, who has worked in yarn stores, who understands the fiber community so much better than how it was before. And it feels like I have come, and it feels like it's such a full circle moment for me. So yeah, I'm really excited and nervous and all of those feelings. And so we are driving down to Dunedin, and just like the last time we did, it's been so long since we've been there, and I'm really looking forward to a change of scenery and the air, and I think it's going to be quite chill. There's going to be some really interesting talks I'm eager to listen to, and I'm also taking a class with Stella Lang called the Invisible Stitch Repair, and I'm so excited about that because this year I've decided I'm dedicating myself to learning new skills in whatever craft I choose, and so that part is easy. What's not easy is deciding what projects to take, because obviously I cannot just take one project, and I'm having a kind of a analysis paralysis situation going on, and I do have to laugh at myself sometimes because in the middle of a busy world which is kind of going crazy, choosing the right yarn and the right project bag suddenly feels like the biggest decision of all, and I'm very aware that it is a small and privileged kind of dilemma, and I'm grateful for that, that I get to have it. Sometimes leaning into these small creative choices is simply how I take care of my own mind, because it's hard not to be affected by what's going on. So yeah, maybe the answer is to just take what feels good. One thing I absolutely know I have to pack is everything for my class. That part is organized. So I have got my swatches for that, and I have to choose my contrasting yarn for it, and everything will be ready to go. I have to put it all into a project bag, and that will go into my redesigned bag along with my notions pouch. And let me show you what I have in my notions pouch, because this is actually my comfort kit. So inside I have my scissors, my measuring tape, my gauge swatch, no, not gauge swatch, the swatch gauge. I have sticky notes and a pen, and then I have stitch markers in here, in this little box, and I have barber cords and I have nail clippers, nail file, needle stoppers, lens cloth, and then repair hooks, and then cable needles, and then darning needles, and then some regular needles. These are for my class. And then I have a little lavender pouch so that, whenever I feel like I need something to relax, I use that. And then I also have Tough Woolen hand cream in the scent black tea and bergamot. So with all of this, I feel like I'm completely prepared. Of course, I'm taking a couple of my shawls, two of my favorites, and the weather will definitely influence what I pack. Friday is meant to be mainly fine. I think it's going to be about 23 degrees, and the hotel that we are staying is not really very far away from the event, which is such a blessing. Because I'm traveling with Jacob, I don't really have to worry about the logistics. I can just focus on being present. There's always this little bit of social nervousness, isn't there? And I think I'll be okay. At the end of the day, we're all here for the same reason. We love making things with our hands. So I'm going to finish packing. Take you along with me to Dunedin for the road trip and the retreat. After I was very busy overthinking everything in the first part of this video, we set out for Dunedin in the early morning hours of Friday. I slept a good hour or two and woke up as the landscape changed around. It felt like a perfect way to begin a creative weekend. Our hotel was not very far away from the event center and the city center, which made it super convenient for us to rest and get food and go to the retreat in time as well. Kingsgate Hotel. Our room was clean and spacious with a lovely view of the city. Complimentary breakfast buffet was included, plus the hotel also had parking for an extra fee, which made the stay stress-free and peaceful. The Unwind Retreat was wonderful. There were talks, classes, and lots of time to sit and knit alongside other makers. I found a lovely bunch of Christchurch ladies, and it was lovely to sit with them and knit together. One of the talks I listened to was about knit to fit, and that was a real eye-opener for me. And listening to that talk gave me an understanding of the process of making a garment to fit our bodies that we have at that moment. This talk definitely took away some of the fear of garment knitting for me. Listening to the talks, it was clear to me that making is also about learning, growing, and building our confidence in our craft. Another thing that made the weekend even more enjoyable was the weather. It was absolutely fantastic, bright, clear, and I didn't wear any of the knits I brought with me. But it did mean we could enjoy being outdoors and exploring a little bit of Dunedin while we were there. We discovered a South Indian restaurant. It felt surreal listening to Tamil traditional music, Tamil being spoken among the workers, and pretty authentic Tamil food in the deep south of New Zealand. Thank you so much for spending time with me today here on Planet Pearl. Until next time, take good care of yourselves. Bye for now.